A retired stuntman, framed for a high-profile crime he didn't commit, must evade a relentless assassin while unraveling the conspiracy that's targeting him. As the stakes rise, he discovers shocking truths about his past that could destroy everyone he loves. With time running out, his only hope is to pull off the most dangerous stunt of his life to clear his name. The film kicks off with our main man, Colt Seavers, played by a ruggedly charming actor who you just know has seen his fair share of action. He's a seasoned stuntman, and right from the get-go, he's giving us the lowdown on the unsung heroes of film. The stunt performers who put their lives on the line to bring cinematic magic to life. Colt's got a heart of gold, and you can tell he loves what he does.
I f***ing love it!
But it's not all sunshine and stunts. Colt is in a complicated relationship with Jody Marino, a talented camera operator who dreams of being a director. Their chemistry is palpable, and it's clear there's a lot at stake in both their professional and personal lives. Cue the romantic tension. Fast forward to a dramatic scene on set. Colt's gearing up for a big stunt involving a massive fall, and let me tell you, the tension is thick. The crew is buzzing, and Jody's got her camera focused on him. But just as they roll, disaster strikes. Colt takes a gnarly hit during the stunt, landing hard and injuring his back. Ouch! It's a gut punch that not only takes him out of the stunt game, but also drives a wedge between him and Jody. In a heart-wrenching moment, Colt walks away from both his career and Jody, leaving her angry and confused. It's a classic case of, it's not you, it's me, but with way more drama and a side of broken hearts. Fast forward 18 months, and things have changed. Colt's now working as a valet driver, far from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. He's like a ghost of his former self, missing the thrill of stunts and the love of his life. One day, while parking cars, he runs into an old coworker who jokingly calls him the fall guy. Oh man, it stings, and you can see Colt's frustration boiling beneath the surface. In a hilarious yet aggressive move, he takes the guy's car and does donuts in the parking lot. Classic Colt. Just when you think he's stuck in this rut forever, Colt receives a call from Gail Meyer, a producer who frequently works with the infamous Tom Ryder. She wants him to be Ryder's stunt double for a new sci-fi movie called Metal Storm. But here's the kicker, Jody is directing it. Suddenly, all those old feelings come rushing back. Can he really go back to that world? Colt arrives on the Metal Storm set, and the nostalgia hits him hard. He reconnects with his old friend Dan Tucker, the stunt coordinator, and there's an undeniable spark of excitement in the air. But then comes the news. His first major stunt back is a cannon roll. The stakes are high, and Colt is nervous as heck. He fears failing in front of Jody, who's been keeping her distance. When the day comes for the cannon roll, the tension is off the charts. The crew sets up the scene on a beach, and as Colt's car tumbles across the sand, he sticks his thumb out to signal he's okay. Classic stuntman habit. But when Jody sees him, her reaction isn't what he hoped for. She's not exactly thrilled to see him back in action after all this time, and the atmosphere is awkward. Their reunion is filled with tension as they try to navigate their complicated feelings. Jody is working hard to make her film a success, and Colt's reappearance complicates things. They end up having this ridiculous conversation about stunts that's really more about their relationship than anything else, and it's both awkward and hilarious. You can feel the unresolved issues just hanging in the air. Then comes a twist. Gail drops a bombshell. Ryder has gone missing, and Colt needs to find him to save Jody's production. She gives him 48 hours. No pressure, right? Colt's back in the game, but it's not just about the stunts anymore. It's about redeeming himself and maybe rekindling things with Jody. Colt embarks on a wild quest to find Ryder, and this is where the movie really kicks into high gear. He heads to Ryder's apartment, only to get ambushed by Iggy Starr, Ryder's wild girlfriend. It's a chaotic scene, with Colt trying to explain himself while dodging her swings. The physical comedy is top-notch, and you can't help but laugh as he fumbles around her apartment. After a mad dash, Iggy tells him to check a nightclub for Ryder's drug dealer. Colt, in full-on detective mode, dons a flashy outfit to infiltrate the club. He's got this mix of determination and awkwardness that's just perfect. Once he meets the dealer, things take a trippy turn. Instead of getting info, he ends up and hallucinating. Imagine Colt battling goons while seeing unicorns. It's as ridiculous as it sounds, and yet it's oddly entertaining. After narrowly escaping the club, Colt finds himself at a hotel where he runs into Jodie again. She's venting about studio meddling, and their banter is both playful and revealing. It's a moment that reminds you of their chemistry, even if it's laced with tension. After some back and forth, he finally meets Kevin, the concierge, who gives him a fruit platter, aka the key to Ryder's hotel room. Colt tries to get into the room but fails spectacularly. In a fit of frustration, he ends up breaking down the door, only to find the of another stuntman, Henry Herrera, in the bathtub. The stakes just keep rising. Colt calls Gale for help, but in a twist of fate, he gets pulled into a parking ticket situation, leaving him with a body and no one to back him up. As the days pass, Colt's situation becomes even more precarious. Dan complains about how Jodie seems inspired by whatever she discussed with Colt, leading to bigger and more complex stunts. The drama thickens, and Colt stands in for Ryder using deepfake technology, which is both fascinating and unsettling. And just when you think things might be settling down, Colt runs into Alma Martin, Ryder's assistant, who has the scoop on Ryder's shady dealings. She reveals she has Ryder's phone, which might hold vital information. But before they can make a plan, they get tased by Ryder's head of security, Dressler, who is clearly not here for the drama. The ensuing chase is one for the books. Colt steals a truck with the help of Jean-Claude, a hilariously trained dog. The banter between Colt and the dog is pure gold, making it one of the funniest sequences in the film. Meanwhile, Jodie is at a karaoke bar, completely unaware of the chaos Colt is facing. She ends up singing, "Against All Odds, Take a Look at Me Now," a total emotional moment. As the scene unfolds, Colt and Jean-Claude manage to rescue Alma, but Colt's missing out on some serious bonding time with Jodie. There's a bittersweet quality to it all. While Colt is out there saving the day, he's also losing the chance to reconnect with the woman he loves. Back at Ryder's apartment, Colt and Dan finally crack the password to Ryder's phone, and what they find is shocking. They discover a video that shows Ryder accidentally killing Henry during a botched stunt. Colt's name is thrown around as the prime suspect, and the news of Henry's death doesn't do Colt any favors. Things go from bad to worse when Dressler and his goons come looking for Colt. A chaotic fight breaks out, and it's action-packed, with Colt using every trick he knows to escape. But as they're about to overpower him, Ryder knocks him out cold. This leads to an intense reveal where Ryder admits to setting Colt up for his accident and murder. He's a real piece of work. Colt's captured, tied up, and it's clear he's in deep trouble. Ryder, desperate to keep his secret safe, is ready to douse Colt in kerosene. But just as things seem hopeless, Colt manages to spit the flammable liquid back at Dressler, setting off a wild chain of events that leads to an epic escape. With his back against the wall, Colt hops on a boat and tries to make a getaway while trying to contact Jodie. It's thrilling and suspenseful as he narrowly dodges bullets. But just when it looks like he might get away clean, the villains chase him down, leading to a massive boat crash that leaves everyone stunned. Colt's presumed dead, and the media spins it as a tragic suicide. But we all know this isn't the end for our hero. Colt finds a way to sneak back onto the set in disguise as an alien for Metal Storm. The humor peaks here, with Jodie hilariously mistaking him for just another actor. Once he reveals himself, their reunion is electric. The share is filled with longing and unresolved feelings, but it's cut short when Gale shows up to ruin the moment. Typical. Jodie learns about the fake news surrounding Colt's death, and the tension between them ramps up. They devise a plan to catch Ryder red-handed during a big stunt scene where he'll unknowingly confess to the murder while being filmed. It's a clever twist that sets the stage for the climactic showdown. The film culminates in a breathtaking sequence as Colt and Jodie prepare for the big scene. Ryder is drawn in by Jodie's charm, not realizing he's walking into a trap. As they roll the cameras, Colt drives off with Ryder in the car, and it's thrilling to see the tension build as they race through the set. Finally, Ryder confesses to killing Henry, and the adrenaline rush is unreal. With everything hanging in the balance, Colt pulls off an incredible stunt jump over a canyon that's just jaw-dropping. It's the kind of scene that makes you cheer out loud. After the jump, Gale makes her move, attempting to escape with Ryder in a helicopter. Colt isn't done yet, though. He fights back, determined to reclaim the evidence they need. The showdown is epic, with explosions and action sequences that'll have you on the edge of your seat. Colt takes a leap of faith, literally, managing to land on a crash mat just in time. It's a moment of pure triumph. The police arrive, and they finally arrest Ryder and Gale. Just when you think it's all over, Ryder makes a last-ditch effort to escape, running onto the set. This activates the pyrotechnics, leading to a hilariously chaotic explosion that knocks him out of commission for good. The film wraps up with a triumphant metal storm hitting theaters, starring Jason Momoa in place of Ryder. Colt and Jodie get their happy ending, proving that love can conquer even the craziest of Hollywood hijinks. Alma gets her producer credit, and everyone walks away a winner.